All right.
It did.
It's fun playing jerks. I mean, he's a bit of an ass. He steals coffees. He walks through airports. He doesn't want to talk to any other people. But there's an element of that is relatable, because when you're in the mess of an airport, the easier things can go for you, the better. So
I've gotten emails from female friends saying, you've got to do something on that commercial. But the more I think about it, the more I'm like, you're such a jerk in that commercial that it's funny.
Yeah, it's so funny.
You're such a jerk, it's funny.
So let's move on from commercials to movies.
Yeah.
Ted 2. I mean, Ted 1, what a surprise. I think a lot of people were shocked how well it did. What are we going to see here?
I haven't seen it yet, but from what I understand and from what I've seen, it's very current, so it'll be fun that way. I think it's going to be. I would hazard to say it's hard to imagine that it's going to be funnier or more of a shock than the first one.
Right.
But it's going to be clever, and it will be as funny.
You have an incredible cast in here. I'll just throw it to you, Barnicle, but I mean, John Slattery, David Hasselhoff, Jay Leno, Tom Brady, Liam Neeson, Jimmy Fallon. These guys, some of them playing themselves, but notables.
You know, Mark Wahlberg's from Boston. I'm from Boston, so he gets Brady to be in it. But when I saw Ted, the original Ted, it was like listening, the teddy bear, it was like listening to every guy I know, every guy I've grown up with. And it's absolutely hilarious. Ted 2, I assume, is going to be just as funny. You play Johnny's friend, his guy who works with him, right? So you shot the thing in sequence, so you haven't seen the movie? Is that what
I haven't seen it yet. You know, I'm in the beginning and the end. It's not a huge role. This is me going out and doing a little prep.
You're busy picking cards.
It's symbiotic. I'm getting more out of this than they do, but I did have fun being there. I got to be in Boston for about a month while we shot this, and it was a good time, but it's a great cast, yeah.
Morgan Freeman, Amanda, I mean, it goes on and on. John Hellman, take it.
Well, let's think about your iconic role.
Yeah.
Puddy. David Puddy. Seinfeld. How many people come up here on the street and know you and will know you forever as Puddy? How many times a day does someone call you Puddy in public?
In New York?
Yeah.
It's sort of daily.
Yes. Right.
Yeah. But the show's in perpetual syndication.
Yes.
I did 9 episodes, so and there's only 180 episodes of Seinfeld.
Yeah, sure.
And that's because Jerry pulled the plug early. He was done, and that was it. They only did 4 episodes the first season. So to have a show like Seinfeld that was as significant as it was, and such a large part of our lives in the 90s, and only have 180 episodes. It creates the impression that you did more than you did.
Yeah. Well, it's also a curious thing, though, for you, right? You've been an actor for your entire life. You've played a lot of roles over a lot of time, but 9 episodes probably define your public persona more than anything else you've done.
They do. I did 9 episodes of a multi-camera show and was in risk of being typecast the rest of my life. So,
could be worse, but it is kind of, when you're typecast, it's frustrating.
It can be. You just have to make sure that you
keep pushing through.
Yeah, and do different things.
Do some commercials that really make people mad.
Wow.
We'll
talk about this. Listen.
I need to work through it a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like this is really, really got you there, and
I don't think so. I think you're doing just fine. Ted 2, by the way, will do great. It hits theaters on Friday.
And we can't wait for Patrick to watch it.
I know.
And then we're going to get you back.
Will you come back?
Get your review.
Tell us what you think.
All right.
All right. Patrick Warburton, thank you for coming on the show. It's nice to meet you. Up next, it is. What, if anything, did we